Hello, my friends, formerly known as the Earth Council. I just want to point out how ironic it is that there are over 1 million corporate entities in the United States. And the name that we chose, I don't remember exactly where it came from. I don't know if it came from me or somebody else, but the name that we were going to use was controlled by none other than the Clintons. Do the math on that one. That's like mind-blowing. Anyway, Brittany, again, thank you for everything. Thank you, everybody, for continually doing what you're doing. I want to share through video because, my friends, I call it a failure, call it a glitch, call it whatever you want to call it. When I sit down at the computer, my energy goes bye-bye. I am not as creative. Everything that I had in my mind and the excitement I had after 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes of sitting at that computer, I no longer can function the way I can now, just speaking with you through video. So this is the way I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to hope that people like Brittany and other well-organized and structured people can take these details, this information, like she asked for in the last document she sent by email, and just structure it, right? So again, thank you. So several things, and I'm going to start with the prison reform system, right? I see this very clearly from, because I've been so focused on this. I've been talking about prison reform for years, and then the Andre thing and Will and his team came in with Second Chance University, and it just went, it was like all the dominoes lined up and fell just perfectly. So we have Second Chance University to serve, right? 650,000 inmates. They want the program. We have Andre's group, which is the most powerful prison reform group, there is. And we have the need for society to create a new decentralized food supply chain. And we have the resource already there. The inmates, the people, and the money is already being spent, right? So how do we reallocate that resource from being in the prisons to being in the fields, right? How do we create a work release program where these inmates, either when they are naturally released, or we create a work release program, an early work release program, by which they go after they've graduated and have been checked off from the trauma healing programs that we have, our combined networks have, and the permaculture and regenerative agriculture and animal stewardship and all of the different other programs. After they go through Second Chance University and graduate to a certain degree, right? And these people, a lot of them will do what Andre did. Andre said, I'm going to spend all of my extra time, every program that comes up, I'm going to volunteer and go into that program. He talks about this in some of his videos. So that's what these inmates are going to be doing this. The thought that comes to my mind is my goal, and I would like to share this goal with you to see if I can inspire you to adopt it, is 20% of the 650,000 inmates within 6 to 9 months, right? Once we get the platform up and they have access to it, are transitioned from the prisons to the farms. And they are given 10 to 40 acres, right? Given, or be better said, traded, right? 10 to 40 acres of land. And they are put in teams of 3. And we document and dial in why teams of 3. One person would be a community liaison, right? The talker of the group, the salesman of the group, right? Maybe one person would be in charge of organizing and kind of operations and structure. Another person of the teams of 3 will be in charge of taking care of the food and animals. And everybody will integrate and share responsibilities, but there'll be one person in charge of those 3 areas, right? So now we've got at 50 grand or 40 grand a pop, we've got 150 grand or 120 to 150 grand worth of resource that's currently being spent. But now, instead of being spent to keep these people locked up in prisons, it's spent to build up this regenerative agriculture farm, poison-free farm that we need so desperately here in the United States and around the world, right? So then we take, where was I going with that? And then I've already laid this out in some emails, but we then create a security system for people who are scared of these inmates, and we get that, right? Fear is real. So we say first year it's like very controlled, second year it's a little less controlled, third year less controlled. By the fourth year, these folks have earned their freedom and they are completely free. And they now own, free and clear, their own little mini off-grid homestead, right? 2U shipping containers, food, water, and energy systems, and they're completely off-grid. And here's the kicker. Okay, here's where we tie the community into it. In fact, I've got a guy writing this up now, and it's a CSA program. Now, there's CSA programs all over. If you have one, get it. Let's integrate this, because we bring in the CSA program and we bring in the local community, right? And this is where Kevin Fretz and I were talking quite a bit. We really focus on the churches because it's a built-in group. It's already there. And we focus on this particular 10 or 40 acre piece with these 3 guys or gals managing it. We believe can support year 1, X amount of people, year 2, year 3. So we dial in the return on intention and investment, right? The ROI for this income coming in. And we now inspire and empower the community to fund these. So literally after year 1, we turn the liability of the prison system and these inmates being incarcerated into an asset that literally feeds the community. And how powerful is that? So that's high level, that's patterns. Now let's focus on working on the details. Now, what other pieces of the puzzle, what other components are necessary to accomplish this? We have to get buy-in, right? When our group goes out and stands side by side with Second Chance University and Andre's group, and we each reach out to 2 or 3 of our friends, each, the most powerful friends among us, right? The most powerful people that we know. We say, this is our plan. Who's not going to do it? And we do it publicly. We reach out to these people publicly and say, we would like to invite, the person that's coming to my mind, Thomas Massey, Johnson, Kennedy, Trump, Tony Robbins, who I gave a lot of shit to recently on social media, and so on. Who do you like? Tucker Carlson. Like, let's invite these people to endorse publicly this plan, and then we say, this is the energy, this is the momentum we have. Then we reach out to the wardens and the people that make the decisions at the highest level that there is, and we publicly invite them to endorse the plan and support the plan. And at the same time, while we're doing this, we're reaching out to the farmers and the landowners and even city landowners all around the United States and saying, this is what we'd like to do. And boom, this can happen very fast, my friends. So high level, let's get to the details. Thank you all.